Stay curious. I'm grateful that I read about the value of being curious in your own life in several books, and it got things going in me. Stay curious means to ask what's going on inside me, especially. Why am I feeling like this right now? What's up with that? Why is it I think if this happens, I have to do this? How am I able to have fun in a way that's healthy with no consequences? These are curious questions. My daughter is very curious about life at almost 7 months. She grabs everything. She tries to stick everything in her mouth. She jumps up and down as much as she can, and she can't crawl yet. But if she's standing up, she tries to move up and down and goes all over the place. She's very curious about life. That energy is crucial to having a life full of joy. My dogs are very curious about life. They want to get in and sniff everything. They'll sniff the same pile of dirt every single day with the same curiosity. They have an exciting life because of that. What makes life boring? One of the frequent things that adults say is a problem is boring. I'm bored. Either I'm busy or I'm bored. There's almost no in between. People ask you staying busy. Well, I do everything I want to, and I have time. I feel like I can do anything I want to, and yet I'm always doing what I need to. It's a strange contradiction where I'm neither busy nor bored. The key to doing all this is curiosity. If you stay curious, you won't tolerate, you will look for reasons why things aren't going how you think they should be. Adults, we get this thing that I know everything, and we're trained that we have to know everything because it's so shameful for someone to ask you something and you don't know, or then for you to look stupid. For me today, curiosity comes with not knowing. I'm curious today. When I get in a bad mood, I look around and say, how did I end up in this bad mood? A couple months ago, I got in a ferociously bad mood, and it sparked a ton of curiosity. How did I get in that mood? What did I do leading up to getting in that mood? Where did I learn how to have a mood like that? All the way back into childhood. When's the first mood I can remember like that? When did I get programmed that if this happens, and then that happens, and then I get in this mood? The difference between curiosity and contempt prior to investigation is the difference between being able to consistently do better and make progress, if you're curious, versus the difference of being a miserable know-it-all. I've been a miserable know-it-all a lot of my life. And if you realize, honestly, you're a miserable know-it-all, there's a great opportunity then to just start asking questions. Well, how do I know I'm a miserable know-it-all? When did I get to be such a miserable know-it-all? I got out of being a miserable know-it-all when I started asking these questions. I was obsessing over having a drink because I was a miserable know-it-all and life hurt. It hurt to live. Life was annoying, painful, boring, frustrating, aggravating no matter what was going on around me. Those qualities were there. And when I got curious, I started looking, why am I afraid? My curiosity sparked when I realized I was afraid to do anything new, and I was afraid to do anything I'd done before. And that crashed my whole mind. I said, that's impossible. I can't be in a position. How did I get in a position where there's no way to win? Why am I afraid of doing something new? That's messed up. At what point did I get to be afraid of doing anything new? And I don't even know why. I'd like to know why. I'd like to do better. Curiosity is an absolute miracle. You can break out of any nasty thing you're in with curiosity. If you're in a bad relationship, start looking around and asking questions. You'll figure out either ways to fix it or ways to get out. If you're stuck in a bad job, get curious. Why am I still working here? Why do I think this is so bad? Why do I go in every morning? The problem is most of us are programmed to stop being curious. We stick our hand on a burner and It burns us. So we decide, you know what? I'm just never going to stick my hand on anything again. We get in a relationship and we get burned and we say, I'm just never going to get in a relationship again. And we get so afraid of getting burned again that we only stick with things that are tried and true. And yet, my dogs are so curious, they bang their heads off stuff. My dog the other day was walking. She looked around this little kid's scooter on the ground. She smacked her head off the handlebars because she was so interested in it. My dogs pay the price for being curious all the time in the form of little physical pains, minor irritations, sometimes even things that are more aggravating, like a fall or a leg that gets hurt for a little bit from running around. And yet they are happy every moment of the day. They are happy. They are grateful to be alive every single day. And curiosity is absolutely at the core of that. They're always looking around, seeing what's new, what's going on. They're always willing to get into and try something new, especially if it has something to eat in it. Without curiosity, I would have continued to do the same things I'd always done before. And lack of curiosity is what broke all of my other attempts to do better. I would just say, oh, that'll never work. That'll never work. That'll never work. That'll never work, without even having investigated it. Today I say, I don't know if that person's right or not. I would like to learn more and see if maybe they are. I want to learn how other people are right today instead of just saying, you're wrong, you're wrong. Like, well, okay, I don't agree with that at first. Why don't I agree with that? And maybe I can figure out how you are right, how you are seeing it from a point of view that you're right, and then I can grow from that. So you can see, just talking about curiosity, I am so excited to even consciously realize today how important curiosity is for me. It allows me, when I mess something up, instead of whipping myself, Jerry, you idiot, you failed, you screwed this up. Today, I went off on this tangent on Google AdWords, making some ads, and everything got messed up and didn't work. And I said, that's interesting. How'd I get off on that tangent to start with? And there's no shame in wondering, how did I get over there? That's interesting. That's not what I would have expected. And then once I see how I got over there. Okay, well, that's fine. And then that's fine. It's not this horrible thing. It's, oh, that's fine. Okay, I get that. Now what can I do to get back on track? It's a wonderful life today. And I am doing all I can to share that wonderful life with you if you'll have it.